Are you tired of nurses that don't take time to help their patients achieve their goals? Is your nurse unpleasant to patients that just need a little motivation?
Good day, everyone. Now let us discuss how the theory of Imogene King guides nurses in helping patients achieve their goals. But first, let's have her brief biography. Imogene Martina King was born in West Point, Iowa on January 30, 1923. She is the youngest of the 3 children. She suffered from stroke and died on December 24, 2007. For her educational background, in 1945, she received nursing diploma from St. John's Hospital of Nursing, St. Louis, Missouri. In 1948, BS Nursing and Education with minors in Philosophy and Chemistry from St. John's Hospital of Nursing, St. Louis, Missouri. In 1957, Master of Science in Nursing from St. John's University. And in 1961, Doctorate in Education from Teachers College, Columbia University. And in 1980, Honorary PhD from Southern Illinois University, postdoctoral study in research design, statistics, and computer.
So these are the achievements of Imogene King. In 1996, King received the Jessie M. Scott Award. King was thrilled that Jessie Scott was there. In 1998, she became the founder of King International Nursing Group. For years of hard work, she was inducted into the American Nurses Association Hall of Fame and Florida Nurses Association Hall of Fame in 2004. Then she became the living legend by the American Academy of Nursing in 2005. Moving on, the following are the influences of the Theorist. First is the problems in the lack of professional nursing language, a theoretical nursing phenomena, and limited concept development. Second, the Howland and McDowell conceptual framework influence Imogene King's rationale for developing a schematic representation of nursing phenomena. Third, the philosophical position that guides the study of organized complexity as a whole system was rooted in general system theory, which originated by von Bertalanffy.
Now let us move on to the theory itself. Imogene King's theory of goal attainment was first introduced in the 1960s. From the title itself, the model focuses on the attainment of certain life goals. It explains that the nurse and patient go hand in hand in communicating information, set goals together, and then take actions to achieve those goals. So the factors that affect the attainment of goals are roles, stress, space, and time. On the other hand, the nurse's goal is to help patients maintain health so they can function in their individual roles. The domain of the nurse includes promoting, maintaining, restoring health, and caring for the sick, injured, and dying. And the nurse's action is to interpret information in the nursing process, plan, implement, and evaluate nursing care.
Let us now discuss how Imogene King defines the nursing meta-paradigms, which are the person, health, environment, and nursing.
To help nurses understand her work, she defined several terms which include a patient, defined as a social being who has 3 fundamental needs. First, the need for health information. Second, the need for care that seeks to prevent illness. And third, the need for care when the patient is unable to help him or herself.
She also explained health as involving the patient's life experiences, including adjusting to stressors in the internal and external environment by using resources available. The environment, defined as the background for human interaction, it involves the internal environment, which transforms energy to enable people to adjust to external environmental changes, and involves the external environment, which is formal and informal organizations.
Nursing is a process of action, reaction, and interaction whereby nurse and client share information about their perceptions in nursing situation. The nurse and client share specific goals, problems, and concerns and explore how to achieve a goal.
There are three interacting systems in the theory of goal attainment, according to King. These are personal systems, interpersonal systems, and the social system. Each system is given different concepts. The personal system concepts are the following. It entails that there will be no effective interaction between nurse and the patient unless they have accurate understanding about each other. In other words, nurse's accurate perception of patient's personal system facilitates goal attainment and nurse-patient interactions.
These are the concepts for the interpersonal system. King refers to 2 individuals as dyads, 3 as triads, and 4 or more individuals as small group or large group. This shows how the nurse interrelates with a co-worker or patient, particularly in a nurse-patient relationship. Communication between the nurse and the client can be verbal or non-verbal.
And the final interacting system is the social system. This shows that the nurse interactions with co-workers, superiors, subordinates, and the client environment in general. These are groups of people within a community or society that share common goals, values, and interests. It provides a framework for social interactions and relationships and establishes rules of behaviors and courses of actions.
Among the 3 systems, the conceptual framework of interpersonal system had the greatest influence on the development of her theory. She stated that although personal systems and social systems influence quality of care, the major elements in the theory of goal attainment are discovered in the interpersonal system, in which 2 people, who are usually strangers, come together in a healthcare organization to help and to be helped to maintain a state of health that permits functioning in roles.
Out of these 18 concepts, King used 10 major concepts from the personal and interpersonal systems to support the theory of goal attainment. Those concepts include human interactions, perceptions, communication, role, stress, time, space, growth and development, and transactions. To further understand Imogene King's theory of goal attainment, here is an illustration. This illustration represents a process of human interaction that leads to the transaction, particularly between the nurse and the patient. According to King, the human process of interaction formed the basis of designing a model of transactions that depicted theoretical knowledge used by nurses to help individuals and group attain goals.
Nurses need to have adequate knowledge for understanding the process of interaction. This process includes the behaviors of both sides of the interaction. Example situation is when a patient addresses concern about constipation and the nurse introduces a stool softener so that the patient would feel good and comfortable. Each action is associated with a reaction. So these action and reaction sets of the nurse-patient relationship is called interaction. When both sides of interaction have a similar goal and attempt to attain it, an effective interaction is occurred, which is called transaction. Example of this is when the patient takes the stool softener from the nurse for her stool to be less harder. It is just during a transaction that people effectively perform their roles, attain their present goals, and cope with their environment. King developed 8 propositions in her theory of goal attainment that describe the relationships among the concepts. First, if perceptual congruence is present in nurse-client interactions, transactions will occur. Second, if nurse and client make transactions, goals will be attained. Third, if goals are attained, satisfactions will occur. And fourth, If goals are attained, effective nursing care will occur.
Number 5. If transactions are made in nurse-client interactions, growth and development will be enhanced. Number 6. If role expectations and role performance as perceived by nurse and client are congruent, transactions will occur. Number 7. If role conflict is experienced by nurse and client or both, stress in nurse-client interactions will occur. Number 8. If nurses with special knowledge and skills communicate, appropriate information to clients, mutual goal settings, and goal attainment will occur.
To sum it up, Imogene King contributed to the advancement of nursing knowledge through the development of her conceptual system and middle-range theory of goal attainment. By focusing on the attainment of goals or outcomes by nurse-patient partnerships, King provided a conceptual system and middle-range theory that has demonstrated its usefulness to nurses. Nurses working in a variety of settings with patients from around the world continue to use King's work to improve the quality of patient care.
Application of nursing theory to nursing education. King's interacting system has been used to design the nursing curriculum in different schools and universities and framework for nursing education. It provides a systematic means of viewing the nursing profession, organizing nursing knowledge, and clarifying the nursing discipline. Based on King's guidelines, the focus of a nursing curriculum must be the dynamic nurse-client interaction. Nursing education programs must prepare nursing students to become useful, productive, and relatively happy citizens as well as professional practitioners as they acquire knowledge, values, and skills in the practice of nursing.
And for the research, King's theory has been one of the theoretical bases of some researches that helped in formulating a system view of application of the nursing practice. Second, some researchers have formulated a middle-range theory out of King's theory, such as patient satisfaction from nursing care, clients with chronic illness, and family health. In practice, professionals have used King's theory in different specialized areas with the use of dynamic interactive communication between the nurse and the client as proof. Professionals need communication to successfully and correctly make decisions for their plan of care.
King also developed the goal-oriented nursing record from her theory. GONR have been useful in documenting the outcomes of care that was performed by the nurses. It helps nurses to easily facilitate the present problem from the careful assessment of the client gathered through the interactive communication process between the nurse and the client.
Her record management facilitates proper and correct range for the use of evaluation system. The significance of King's goal attainment theory have been applied to different professional practice settings such as in nursing administration, theory-based practice in the emergency department, in tertiary hospitals, and in the community. Okay, that's all for today. I hope we've imparted something to all of you regarding Imogene King's theory of goal attainment.
Thank you so much for listening. God bless us all.